Don't worry, you don't have to look like a fashion victim or a failed bus driver. This 2.5-litre turbo diesel Volvo V70 Estate, the V is for versatility, also carries 7 people. OK, so the 2 seats in the back are suitable only for small children. But guess what? Families have small children. It's a proper car, and it's the cheapest here, £25,055.
So, tons of kids, tons of stuff. You can have a minibus, you can have a big off-roader, or you can have a plain old estate car. Which offers the best solution? Out on the driven test track, we're going to find out. But first, James May, that aspiring captain of industry, has been driving Mercedes-Benz's new S-Class. Could it be the best car in the world?
Poor old Mercedes-Benz. If Rolls-Royce claimed to make the best car in the world, most people would accept it without question. It's a part of folklore. But if Mercedes were to make the same claim for this, the new S-Class, well, I mean, Mercedes-Benz are all jolly nice, but wasn't that a rattly old Merc diesel I rode in from the airport? A taxi, no less. Best car in the world? Frankly, we need to be convinced. Never mind best for the moment, the Mercedes S-Class has always been, without doubt, the most serious car in the world. Whilst very important people are smoking around in BMW 7 Series and Lexus LS 400s, the really important ones, the indispensable ones, they're in the back of an S-Class somewhere. Not only does this car talk to you, you can talk to it.
Sprechen Sie die Nummer
1,
1,
9.
9,
This is pretty good, actually. 5.
6, 7, 7, 7,
9.
9,
No, 9.
0.
No, I mean no. Shut
Die
up.
Nummer
World Summit meeting? If you don't turn up in one of these, you probably won't get in. And quite right, too. We don't want the automotive riffraff delivering our leaders to lunch. Important conferences. Why did Margaret Thatcher fall from power? Policies? Lunacy? Nah, it's because she kept riding around in that Jag, a positively flippant car in the company of this one. So the old girl had to go. There was a similar problem with the old S-Class. It was a very good car, but it was a bit big, and it was a bit ugly, and, to be honest, seemed to have been inspired by the Blitzkrieg. And it arrived at a time when the world became all snooty about conspicuous consumption. So, new Chancellor, new S-Class. The new car is softer, more rounded, and, this is the 90s, totally non-aggressive. It's also quite a bit lighter, and Mercedes is very quick to point out, smaller all round. But even so, this is an enormous car. In the end, size is important, and this is also true of the price. It has to cost enough to be credible. This 5-litre V8 engined S-Class will cost you, your company, or the country you represent, £75,000. But don't worry, there's a much more expensive V12 version on the way. The S-Class has always been a showcase for Mercedes-Benz gizmology. A previous S-Class was the first car with an airbag, and the tradition of baffling the driver continues. This is the Command Cockpit Management and Data System. It controls everything from telephone, radio, CD, tape, satellite navigation, probably the stock exchange for all I know. Alternatively, you can press the off button and enjoy serenity. Today's S has suspension that automatically lowers its speed and seats that massage your back as you drive. No, really. Oh, and you can have radar. Radar, for Pete's sake. It detects the speed of the car in front and then locks your S-Class onto it when you're using the cruise control, thus leaving you free to receive a fax or whatever. Ironic, really, that it should appear on a German car, because if it hadn't been for the Germans, the British would never have invented it. And here's another interesting feature discovered on this Swiss mountain road. It's the incredible shrinking car. Big it may be, unwieldy it is not. This is amazing, though. I've already forgotten how big it is. Actually, I really have forgotten how big it is. It's pretty good. So, what are our plucky lads saying over at Rolls-Royce? Look out, chaps, S-Class is over the briny. Actually, I doubt it. The two are completely different. A Rolls is a luxury good, but the S-Class is the supreme consumer durable, the car that archaeologists will unearth in a million years. Best car in the world? Maybe. Some people will want to dismiss this new Mercedes as just another big German barge. I've invented a new German word for it. Wunderbarge.